What is up everybody, Mike back with another video, and today we're going to take a look at an Android TV box. Now this particular model has a penta-core GPU, so you won't be lagging behind on gaming performance. Now just before we carry on with the video and I'll go through the specs, if you haven't already seen the projector giveaway, I'm giving away a DLP projector. Link for that video will be in the video description. Be sure to check it out. It's open to all subscribers. Details on how to enter. It's pretty simple. Drop a like, leave a comment. That's all you have to do. No registering or anything like that. Now like I said, this has got a penta-core GPU installed. It's also got a quad-core CPU, 1GB of DDR3 RAM. So inside the box we get 1x Android TV box. Also inside the box we get 1x power lead. We also get a enclosed 2-meter HDMI cable, 1x user guide. Remote control. The buttons actually feel nice. As futile as it might sound, it's really good. Some of the cheap remote control, you press it and it's like spongy crap. Now this one over here is called whatever. It's got a nice little protruding infrared port on the front. The top of the box, like I said, it was matte. Coming round to the side we find two USB 2.1 ports, and you get a micro SD card slot if you want to expand and download apps. Coming round to the other side, all the usual culprits are here. You've got your DC power in, you've also got an optical in, you've also got Ethernet, HDMI. There is no venting at all on this thing, so which I think could be a little bit of a problem if you're going to run some Android games and sit there for about 45 minutes playing on a game. This thing could get overheated and the decline in performance is quite feasible, so just remember that. Now we're going to check out gaming performance. We're going to check out how it handles HD video at 1080p along with 4K video, and if it can actually play it. So when booting up the device, this is the screen that you're going to be greeted with. So from this screen we'll select your appropriate language. For me it's going to be English. Come to this menu here. So what we're going to do is set up the wireless here. So select, double click on this, and as you can see we've got all these networks. So I'm going to select my network. Now we've got a green Wi-Fi connection, so we're ready to go. So we're going to click next, download and install, and so this is the one that we want. So this is one of the most useful tools for people that don't actually understand how to use Kodi properly. You don't want to go into the menus, you don't want to go download zip files and things like that. This is the best option onto installing anything you want onto your Kodi. So once we get that, we're going to go and install. Alright guys, so now we're back, we've got the app installed. So when we go into the apps, and you'll see right here, now as you can see that Kodi is not installed due to certain laws that have now passed. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm sure it's illegal to sell a fully loaded Kodi or Android TV box. Now what you want to do is open up the Kodi installer and you'll be greeted with this screen. Now as you can see, the second from the top, it says install builds. Now click on this and it will give you a list of different builds. It doesn't matter which one you pick, just pick one and install it. Now the installation process could take between 10 minutes and 15 minutes. File sizes will range between about 190 to 300 megabytes depending on the build. Once that's installed, you'll get this message come up on the screen. Would you like to install it? Hit yes. Obviously I'll position the camera and you can't see the OK button. Once that's done, exit out, back into the main menu and you'll see Kodi. Now when you hit back, it should return you to the Android TV main box. Kodi is right there on the top right hand side. We click onto it. Now I did say I was going to install 16.1 Javas, but I managed to get 17.0 to run, and I'm pretty sure if I upgrade it to 17.1 Krypton, it'll work as well. So now the thing to remember is when you launch the box, because this is a brand new fresh install, it'll have nothing to do with the box. You just have to wait for it to load. It'll have nothing on it. So this is just a clean, absolute clean Krypton. So what you need to do is go on to add-ons, and because we use the TV box to install a specific build, you should be able to install all the apps that you know that you want to use. So you go on to the add-on menu and you'll see video add-ons. When you click onto that, because of the build that we've installed and loaded onto the box, you'll see ABC, again very popular. If you can just click OK, yes, there you go. This is what I was talking about, 17.1. It'll automatically tell you to install that. We can flick through whatever we want. I've clicked onto ABC Family and you can see that it's downloading, and once it's done you can see in the top corner it's added and enabled. And if you would like to scroll down, what else we got? Let's have a look. As you can see, there's a ton, absolute ton of all kinds of different programs, websites and things like that, so you download whatever you need. As you scroll through, you'll realise that the big things like Phoenix and Exodus and everything like that, which it's a grey area because it's online streaming, it's a grey area, so I wouldn't want to be caught on the wrong side of it, but I will show you how to quickly do it. And what we're going to do is open up the Kodi installer and click onto add-ons. Now from within that you'll see install Evolve, install Exodus and all of that good stuff. Now you could stay within the Kodi Krypton menu and download and install via zip file and repository and all of that, but this app, you don't have to have Kodi open. Close it down, launch the app and it will do the work for you. So in about 5 seconds flat we've managed to click a couple of buttons and we're already installing the Exodus. Now you'll say add-on installed. Obviously I installed Evolve accidentally, so I'm going to click onto Exodus and again it will download the program. Now it could take a little bit of time. Oh, it's downloading pretty quick. That amazing 2G network. I am actually really impressed. Now here we go. So once that is downloading and installing, it'll do its little thing, and when you load up the menu again on Kodi, you'll see that under add-ons Exodus will be there. So quickly open up Kodi and go into add-ons. As you can see, you got add-on repository. We're not going to do that. We're just going to go to the normal video add-ons because you've used the program. And if you scroll down, you will see, you can just saw Evolve. Anything with an X isn't actually activated. So Exodus, as you can see, it's right there now. So if we click onto Exodus, and you'll see that it is installed now. But where you see update, there's no need to update because it will automatically download. You can go in and configure it and all kinds of lovely stuff. You can go in and tweak. This is what's current in the new update. But we click onto this button here and it will come up with an X, and that's to disable it. But right now, Exodus is enabled. So all we have to do now is go backwards. Unless you want to configure it to your personal preference, you can actually adjust the noise of like the clicking of the selection process and things like that. But we're not going to do any of that. We're just going to click back. And we're going to go, you can see that there's a tick now. So what you do is go back, and right there you'll see next to ABC, Exodus is there. So that's how you install Exodus onto a brand new Android TV box, if that's what you want to do. Again, like I say, grey area. So as you can see, this is a clip playing at 1080p. And you know what, it's got no issues playing that file at all. The picture looks clean, there's no lag, and the playback over 2G, I don't know if it's because my router's so close to my office, but I've got a really good connection with this box and it's working absolutely superbly. The picture's nice, clear, and you know what, there's no encoding errors or anything like that. Really good, really impressed. So now we're going to open up Geekbench, and as you can see from the specs, the app has picked up all the specs of the box, and we're going to run Geekbench 4 and it's going to test everything, and we'll see what kind of score in the benchmark that this box receives with its 1GB of RAM, 8GB of ROM and its penta-core GPU. So in Geekbench 4 it scores a single core score of 612, multi-core of 1729, which, to be fair, for a 1GB of RAM box, it's pretty decent. It's not great, it's nothing fancy, and you know what, it did a decent job. If you're going to compare it to a mobile phone, it'll be like a Google Nexus, there you go, an LG Nexus S. As far as playing at 1080p files on YouTube, again, it's got no problems whatsoever handling that task, and there you go, here's a little quick clip of how it will perform. And the picture looks clean, and it looks crisp, and there's no lag again. Very bright, very super clean, and nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Now, as far as just using it to browse the web, hooking it up to your telly, it does that job really well. So I'm on a Argos website, which is a UK retailer, massive retailer if you're abroad, and you know what, they have a lot of information on a web page, and you know what, it does it very well. There's no problems or issues that I've faced, and the scanning and the scrolling and the transitioning from category to category, there's no lag in it at all. Now, a little bit will have to do with your connection speed, but as far as the box is concerned, it runs it absolutely brilliantly. Now, as far as the penta-core GPU that they claim is inside this box, so I'm going to download a game off the Android Play Store. Now, this is called Shooting King, and this is like what I would call, it's a decent graphic game, and it's not going to kill it as running one of those high-speed car racing games with ultra details and things like that, but this is more than enough of a test for a simple 1GB box like this one. So as you can see, you'll see the graphics run really nicely, and if I was playing with a joypad, it'd probably be a little bit better. Now, I apologise for my shooting skills, they're not the best. And let's see, there you go, 9 point, that's not bad. Now, while I was playing this, I did actually get a headshot as well. There you go, headshot. So the gaming performance and the experience on it is pretty damn good, and I've got no complaints. Now, I'm not saying it'll run all the games, but it'll run more of a selection of games than you would expect, and it's a little bit more of an enjoyment factor. And I found that while playing for about 30 minutes, the box did become a little bit hot and the performance did drop a tiny little bit, but it was still very playable. So in conclusion, it's a decent all-round box, good budget, good price. That's it from me. If you enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up, maybe even subscribe. My name is Mike, this is Tech404. I'll see you next time.